As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 29, Mahomes looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Deeper.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run. Charles, remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And again, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Butker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, You're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He got 29 yards that time.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. Wilson will throw again. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Gotta go, let's go.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuebu now from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. We'll get this to about the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 38, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that.